Mike Guenther. I'm the president and proprietor of Overstock. We're an online retailer. So we basically sell all sorts of consumer electronics on different platforms, whether that be Amazon, Walmart, eBay, you name it. That's our business. First couple months, I didn't have any sort of solution and was just kind of ad hocing my accounting. And my brother-in-law, in fact, was a client of yours and recommended that, hey, maybe a way for me to not have to be the jack of all trades and have to try to do it all myself or hire specifically one accounting expert because that was really probably all that my budget could afford at that point. So had an introductory call with you guys, had a follow-up call with you guys. I think it was with Dennis, and realized that, hey, if I go this route, I won't have necessarily just one person that I hire. I would have kind of an army behind me with different solutions. So that was kind of how it started. So I did not have a previous solution necessarily, but I just, was trying to do it myself early on, realized that wasn't going to work. I had a bunch of other things that were probably more pressing for my time. And so based on a recommendation, got hooked up with you guys. I was just running my inventory off of Excel. It made it somewhat manageable. And I was kind of new into the space. So I didn't necessarily have expectations for things to turn out the way they did. In fact, I had told you guys that I thought, I might get 20 to 50 transactions a month. Was thinking maybe I would do more wholesale. And then I kind of found a honey hole where all of a sudden there was a lot of product. And, what I had told you guys was far exceeded. And so it was probably fortunate that I found you guys before that occurred because things kind of exploded. And I definitely could not have done what I was doing off of Excel. So actually, COVID for us was like a economic boom because we primarily sell laptops and monitors. What did everyone need working from home? So we actually like just basically sold out our warehouse and sold out our inventory. So we got crazy busy. And it was pretty seamless in the fact that, whether you guys were working or home, whatever, I think that's kind of the model a lot of the times anyway. So it was convenient that we still had our regular cadence, our regular calls. Really nothing was dropped through the process. But for us, it was probably kind of the busiest couple of years that we've had just because of the products we're selling and, the consumer demand. Seeing that I came on from infancy within my organization, we really didn't necessarily have a roadmap in terms of what we were going to do to manage our inventory. We did settle on an API, which we've since switched, that manages all our inventory to where if we sell something on Amazon, it brings it down off of eBay and Walmart, that type of thing, so that we can't oversell. We did get that integrated through your organization. We've used other programming to upload all of our POs and invoices and all that seamlessly into our inventory file, which you guys integrate between our inventory file and our financial file. So we do have quite a few different APIs that connect into what you guys handle. And, using different people like Joy, shout out to Joy for, being kind of someone that is, I think, usually up on speed with different applications that are new and has presented different things when we've had challenges that, hey, maybe you would want to use this application, or I was at this seminar and someone was talking about this type of thing. So that has been helpful. We have used some of those with success. Others we tried it, punted, but just the opportunity to, kind of get some of those best in class recommendations made to us when maybe we didn't necessarily know which way we wanted to head was helpful. Based on the experience we've had and the different applications that we've run with you guys, I have a confidence that, hey, depending on which way the wind blows and the business heads, that you guys would be able to accommodate whatever I need. And if that's, hey, let me research this and get back to you, or hey, we have this other client that's in a similar space and they've done this. That's been my experience, is that whether it's former or the latter, you guys will come back with the solution. I've never been told like, yeah, we can't do that. Never. I think I would just fall back on hey, you're probably knocking on the door because you're looking for help. And again, for me, the ability to use your organization and the breadth of it and have multiple avenues versus having to essentially hire an entire accounting team is the biggest benefit to me. The fact that I'm not necessarily from a CPA background and can rely on your team to automatically know best practices for tax purposes or depreciation or whatever it is, was helpful. So I think if I was just telling someone that was questioning it, I think you're probably questioning it for reasons that you guys can help with. So explore it, and I think you probably like what you find.